Hi guys, welcome to my March reading wrap up. This is the second time I'm filming this. I forgot a book the first time, so if you saw that video, just ignore it. This is just a redo of it. The first book I read in March was Indigo Ridge by Devin Perry. This is the first book in the Eden series. This is enemies to lovers, though they're not really enemies for long, and it's more dislike to lovers. This is small town. She's the sheriff. He's the oldest in the founding family. They have a one-night stand when she first arrives in town, not realizing that they both live in town. And there's like murder, or like, yeah, a murder. And yeah, I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 4 stars. It's more of a romance than a suspense. So I read Catherine Cowles' Sparrow Falls series earlier this year, and I feel like that was a 50-50 split of romantic suspense. This one's more 30-70. But I still really enjoyed it, and I gave it 4 stars. Really good if you want to get into romantic suspense and you like romance books. I think it's a good starter, romantic suspense. The next book I read was Juniper Hill, which is the second book in the Eden's series. This is Neighbors to Lovers. She is a single mom, and she has to live with him, and she's working at his sister's hotel, and he works at the restaurant that is connecting to the hotel. He makes her food. He's a chef. She has a newborn baby who won't sleep, and he's the only one who can get him to sleep. I really enjoyed this book. This one I liked better than the first book. I have not read the rest of the series, but I do plan to this month. This one I gave 4.5 stars. Again, the suspense was a little less than 50-50. Definitely still 30-70. But I still really enjoyed these books, and I think I'm going to like the rest of the series. Okay, the next book that I read was Watch Your Mouth by Candy Steiner. This is a brother's teammates, brother's best friend hockey romance during like the off season. They end up on a road trip together after she breaks up with her boyfriend. He's trying to cheer her up, and so they end up on a like cross-country road trip. I really enjoyed this. I thought this was really cute. I gave it 4.5 stars. It's kind of forbidden because her brother gets real mad about it. But yeah, I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 4.5 stars. The next book that I read was Obsession Falls by Claire Kingsley. This is the one that I accidentally forgot in the previous video. This is a romantic suspense. This is a neighbors to lovers. Well, kind of neighbors to lovers. She's renting a house from his sister, who's the realtor. He's the landlord. He's fixing up the house next door to get it ready for renting, and he doesn't realize that his sister rented out the house, and he barges in while she's in the bathtub. So that was funny. And there's a lot of talks of squirrels in here, like death of squirrels. So if that bothers you, I would probably go not read this book, because they talk a lot about squirrels in this book, which I kind of find funny, but I still really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. It's a romantic suspense. She has a stalker. Again, this is a very low level of romantic suspense in my opinion. I believe it also was kind of more like a 30-70, maybe 40-60 split, but I still really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. Okay, the last book that I read in March/April, technically, because I finished it April 1st, was Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman. I think I overhyped this book up in my head. I think I hyped it a little more, my expectations were too high, I feel like, because I still enjoyed this book, but I didn't like it as much. I did originally give it a 4.25. I do think I'm going to take that down to a 3.75, just because after reading some more books after this book, I'm like, I feel like I gave it that high of a rating because everybody expects it to have high ratings. So I do think I'm going to take it down to a 3.75. But I still really enjoyed this book. It just, I didn't enjoy it that much. It's a, like, kind of a dark romance. I would think it's more of a romance with dark themes. He, um, the main male character is not, like, morally gray or bad or, like, evil or anything like that. So I don't think it's really a dark romance. This is the story between, what is her name? Cora and her sister's fiance. They end up kidnapped and by a serial killer who makes them fall in love before they kill them. And so yeah. So a lot of things end up happening in this book. I still really enjoyed it. But I do think I'm going to take it down to a 3.75. Just because I did not enjoy it as much as I have enjoyed some of the other books that I have read this year. So I think a 3.75 is where I'm going to stand with this one. I still really liked it though. So yeah, that is my little reading wrap up of all the books that I read in March. They are all blue and green, which is kind of funny. Actually, they're all blue except for Juniper Hill, which is kind of funny to me. I feel like I have a lot of blue and pink books. Sometimes there's no pink books in this, but I think April is going to be a lot of pink books because I've already read a lot of pink books this month. So yeah, bye.